Class of 76 and Kalen Ryback, Class of 74, are ready to assist you with your next cruise, tour, or just fun getaway. Call Lou at 292-4750 or Kalen at 292-4749. Whether for travel or basketball, go Knights. It's the best way to travel.
I love your wall color.
Oh, thank you. I got it at Lanning Paints. They're Louisville's only local paint manufacturer, and they mix and match perfectly to any expensive designer paint color for a fraction.
Our national anthem here at Knights Hall. And we are getting set for Bellarmine men's basketball with the Knights taking on the Rockhurst Hawks here at Knights Hall. This is Doug Orme with Mark Bugg as the crowd settles back into their seats. And we'll get our keys to the game here. Mark, how about our keys for the Bellarmine Knights if they want to try to get back to winning ways this evening?
Well, it's we've got to defend their three. They shoot a lot of threes. They only make 9-10 a game, but we've got to defend that. And like I said earlier, we've got to get the ball off the board and get some transition baskets, get back the way we're used to playing. Had only 7 assists against Lincoln Memorial. That's usually what we have in 10 minutes of a half. So we've got to get some transition baskets going tonight.
Bellarmine still averages 19 assists per game, and that is second in the conference. Here's how we believe the starting lineups will be for both teams. For Rockhurst, Malachi Nix, a 5'8 senior from Evanston, Illinois, has a nice line, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists per game, and shoots 46% from the field. Connor Evans, a 6'5 sophomore from Wichita, Kansas, averages 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. Travis House, 6'2 junior out of El Dorado, Kansas, averages 10 points a game, and he is an excellent three-point shooter. He has 4 games this year where he has made 5 threes, and he's 5th in threes made per game on average this season, and he makes just under 3 per game. Gabe Brown, a 7-foot junior, averages 7 points and 5 rebounds. He's out of Stony Brook, New York, and leads Rockhurst in block shots with 28, and he averages 2.5 rejections per game. And Caleb Warner, a 6'7 junior, averages 15 points and 6 rebounds. He leads Rockhurst in both of those categories. For Bellarmine, Al Davis a 5'9 senior from Colorado Springs, averages 13 a game. Rusty Troutman from Mount Washington, a 6'5 senior, averages 12 points per game. He had 20 points and 9 rebounds in the win over Rockhurst a year ago. Tyler Jenkins, a 6'2 junior from Indianapolis, averages 9 points and 2 rebounds and 2 assists per game. George Knott, a 6'5 senior from New Albany, Indiana, averages 3 points and 2 rebounds per game. And Adam Eberhard, a 6'7 sophomore from Evansville, he has scored in double figures in every game this year for the Knights, and he scored 15 in the victory over Rockhurst last year. Coach Scott Davenport, assisted by his son, Doug Davenport, Bo Braden, and Felton Spencer. Drew Diener is the head coach of Rockhurst. Not that Drew Diener, who's just off to our left here tonight, but Drew Diener of the Diener basketball family. His cousin, Travis Diener, played at Marquette in the early 2000s. Drew himself played at St. Louis University during that time span. And Drew's brother, Drake, played at DePaul. So it was a real family affair in Conference USA for the Diener family. And Drew's done an excellent job since he's been at Rockhurst. He won the NAIA Division II national title in 2013 when he coached at Cardinal Stritch in Milwaukee. The tap is controlled by Bellarmine, and the Knights have it, and they will go from left to right. Jenkins out front to George Knott. Now to Eberhard, left side of the circle. Out front to Davis, and now to Jenkins. Tyler drives into the lane, right corner to Knott, out to Davis, right of the key. Now they go to Troutman down the lane. Lost it, but Eberhard retrieved in the left corner, and now Jenkins' pass thrown away inside, and the Knights turn it over.
A lot of movement, a lot of passes, just could get a shot off. Rusty would have had one. He just slipped. He just, like he hit some wet spot there in the lane and went down.
Malachi Nix will bring it across for Rockhurst. Down the right side it goes to Warner. Out front to the big guy, Brown. High left to Travis House, and now to Nix, right side of the circle. To Evans in the foul circle. Left corner to Warner. He drives baseline out to Evans, top of the key. Evans hands to Nix at the top right. Back to Evans on the right side. Guarded by Knott. Evans works to the right of the circle. Out front to Nix. And with 2 seconds left on the shot clock, we have a whistle and a foul. It's on Jenkins of Bellarmine.
Boy.
That'll be his first.
Great job there for 28 seconds, and then started the drive to the basket, and Tyler fouls.
And it's a fresh shot clock for Rockhurst. Nix at the top right. Left side of the circle to Warner at the hash mark, to Evans on the left wing. Evans against Knott, and he's called for the double dribble, so both teams have turnovers on their opening possession.
He's trying to act like he didn't do it, but he did. Just hit it with both hands there one time.
There's about 1,200 people here who watched it. Here is Eberhard at the top of the key for Bellarmine. Now to Knott, down low to Jenkins, left of the lane, bounce pass underneath. Eberhard, reverse layup, didn't go. Tips it out to Davis for a three. It's off the mark, left side of the rim. The board controlled by Rockhurst Warner. No score, 18:35 to play. First half, Nix pull up left side of the lane. Good by Malachi Nix.
Boy, shot that one over top of Adam Eberhard, who's right on him.
2-0 Rockhurst. Bellarmine in possession. Jenkins out front to Knott. Knott to Eberhard, left side of the circle. Right side to Troutman. Rusty through the foul circle. Gives it to Jenkins. Tyler pitches it right side to Eberhard. Adam gets it to Davis at the free throw line. His jumper doesn't go. War for the rebound. Won by Rockhurst. Evans gets it to Nix. Here come the Hawks. Left side it comes, and House's three is off the mark. The rebound collected by Eberhard, and a whistle. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll come back to Bellarmine.
Bellarmine getting applauded by Coach Davenport. They've worked the ball well and got 2 good looks down there. Just Al's missed them both.
Troutman on the right wing at the three-point arc. Out front to Knott. Hands it to Jenkins between the circles. Left side to Davis. Now to Eberhard, left of the lane. Cutting. Troutman blows the layup. And on a bounce, the rebound retrieved by Brown of Rockhurst.
3 great looks. Still a goose egg.
17:35 to play here in the first half. Warner, foul line extended right, deep. Gets it to Evans on the right wing. Evans goes baseline around Knott. And in traffic Kicks it out on the left side to House. Back to Evans' left baseline. Out front to Nix. Now to Warner's three. Right of the circle. Pretty.
Good reverse there by Rockhurst. They hit their first three of the game.
5-0. The Hawks lead it with Bellarmine in possession. Troutman deep on the left side. Out front to Knott. Right side to Eberhard. To a cutting Jenkins down the lane. Lays it up and in with the left hand.
Quicker. We're just quicker. We're quicker than this team. We're getting great looks down there. Finally, we get one to go.
5-2. Rockhurst by 3. Warner, sideline right. Out to Brown and now to House. Got to watch him. He's a three-point shooter. Warner on the left wing. Gets it to Evans. Posting on Knott. Evans fakes left. Goes right toward the lane. Ball is knocked away. He goes to the floor for it. Can't come up with it. Eberhard does to Jenkins, and he lays it in.
Great pass there by Al Davis. He had a layup, but would have been contested. He just whipped it right back to Tyler for the easy layup.
5-4. Rockhurst by 1. Here's Nix at the top of the key, guarded by Jenkins. Nix at long range, left side of the circle it goes. And now a three by Warner from the left wing. It's not there. And Bellarmine a chance for their first lead. Eberhard deep on the left side for the Knights. Out front to Davis. Right side they work it to Jenkins. Tyler takes a look inside, out high to Troutman, left side to Davis, underneath to Jenkins. Tyler goes up and he's fouled by House. That'll be his first and the first on the team, and that will get us to a timeout. 15:59 to play here in the first half. It's Rockhurst 5 and Bellarmine 4. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. $15:59 to play here in the first half, and Bellarmine trails Rockhurst 5-4. Bellarmine shooting just 33%, 2 for 6, Mark, but as you've pointed out, they've gotten great looks at the basket.
Yeah, Rusty missed a wide open layup in there. Al missed a 10-footer in the lane. So Bellarmine's, and nothing's been on transition yet. This has all just been on straight man-to-man defense by Rockhurst, and we're getting great looks. So Rockhurst's going to have a hard time guarding us. It looks like we're quicker in most spots.
Taking a look at the personnel, no changes for either team, and Tyler Jenkins will be on the free throw line for Bellarmine. Tyler, like a lot of the Knights, a very good foul shooter, 81%. He's got 5 points, had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals in the loss New Year's Eve day at Lincoln Memorial. Second one is right down the pipe. So he's got 6 points, all of them for Bellarmine. So he leads Rockhurst 6-5 here with 15:55 to play in the first half. Nix working at long range, cross-court pass left side to Warner, steps inside the line and buries an 18-footer. Caleb Warner, nice-looking player.
Yeah, nice-looking left-handed shot.
7-6, Rockhurst by 1. Here's Jenkins at the right wing, drives the baseline around House, kicks it left side to Davis, and Al Davis is called for an offensive foul, and that'll be his first. And the second on Bellarmine. Jarrett Coles and Alex Cook come in for the Knights. And in for Rockhurst is Alex Hagan. Hagan was day-to-day with a foot injury. He has not played, Mark, since November the 19th, averages 17 points a game.
Yeah, and speaking of injuries, we'll get right back to that in a second.
Here's Warner missing a shot from the left corner. It's a 3. Davis with a rebound. Gets it to Troutman, right side of the circle. Now to Coles, right of the lane. Out to Davis, to Cook, left side to Troutman. He fakes, drives against Hagan, dumps it off down low. Bodies on the floor. And the foul is going to go against Rockhurst. It's on Andrew Ellwanger, who has just checked in also for the Hawks. Yeah, you were going to point out about Bellarmine injury.
But before, what just happened? Was Rusty trying to shoot that? I mean, if he was, that was the worst shot I've ever seen him try to take.
He hit the first free throw.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, Caleb Taylor came up sick 2 days ago and didn't practice, but then yesterday they put him in a boot, and he's got some kind of torn calf muscle. So he's in a boot, and I don't know how long, but just didn't know that until about an hour ago. So we won't see Caleb tonight.
Well, I noticed he was not at practice on Tuesday, and I didn't know quite.
He was sick Tuesday. Yeah. He had the same thing Rusty Troutman had for a day, but now he's walking around in a boot.
Ellwanger hands it off on the right sideline to Nix. Back to Ellwanger. Andrew drives, throws one up, and doesn't go. Nice rebound by Hagan, back up and in.
Yeah, Adam Eberhardt mistimed his jump that time. He jumped too early and left it wide open for Rockhurst tip in.
9-8, Rockhurst by 1, 14.5 to play in the first half. Troutman at the top of the circle, right side to Eberhard, to a cutting Troutman down the lane. He's fouled. Ellwanger got him, or is it Hagan? It's Hagan.
Rusty could have gotten 2 shots there, but he passed it at the last second.
Third team foul against Rockhurst. This is a non-shooting foul. Troutman from the baseline right side gets it in, and it nearly threw it away. Davis made a nice save to catch it in the right corner. Out high to Coles at the top right, moves toward the top of the key. Jarek in the foul circle, out front to Davis. Back to Coles, deep on the left side. Coles goes baseline, pulls up, he's double teamed, cross-court pass, batted down by Warner, but Davis takes it back at midcourt, dribbled it off his foot to Eberhard, back to Davis, and he lays it in. Wow.
It's not the way you draw it up, but Davis ends up getting a layup out of it.
10-9, Bellarmine by 1. They all count, don't they, when you catch it out of the net?
Yep.
Nix at the top right. Out front it comes. There to Ellwanger. Hands it to Evans. Top left to Hagan. Left side to Warner. Out front to Nix. 13:40 to play in the half. Here's Nix at the top of the circle. Stops and fires. Back of the rim. It doesn't fall. And Troutman collects the board for Bellarmine. Rusty to Eberhard. Left side of the circle to Davis. His three from the left wing doesn't go. Hagan had the rebound and got fouled over the back. Alex Cook was blocked out that time. And that's the first foul on Alex. George not in for Bellarmine, replacing Rusty Troutman. 10-9, Bellarmine by 1. We played 7.5 minutes here.
Al Davis off to not a good shooting night. 1 out of 4 so far. Has had great looks.
Nix out front there to Ellwanger. Hands to Evans at the top right. Left side, they work it around the perimeter there to Hagan. Hagan baseline left. Works on Knott, spins toward the baseline. Out front to Warner, his three, straight on look, pops out of there. Davis comes in there, grabs the rebound for Bellarmine. Knight's on the run, going left to right. The pass to Coles, right of the lane, in the paint. Out to Cook, right side. Alex free throw line, threw it away, intercepted by Ellwanger of Rockhurst. Gets it up to Nix. Here comes Rockhurst, the Hawks down 1. Out front, Ellwanger, and back to Nix, left side of the circle. Nix at the top of the key to Hagan, left side to Warner. Caleb puts it on the deck, out to Hagan, left wing, bounces out front to Nix. He drives into the paint, kicks it out to Hagan for a 3. Swish.
Wow. Had a wide open layup if he'd taken it. I think he took an extra step, but Rockhurst ends up hitting a 3 anyway.
Hagan off the bench here, coming back from the foot injury, has 5 points. And Rockhurst with the 12-10 lead. Eberhard's 3 from the right of the circle is not there. Ellwanger rebounds for Rockhurst. Gets it to Nix, front court. He launches a 3 left of the circle. Bullseye! Malachi Nix now has 5. And it's 15-10. Rockhurst, 8 minutes having elapsed here in the first half. Davis, front court for Bellarmine. Right side to Coles. Coles at long range. Loops a pass to Davis, left side. Now they go low to Knott. Kicks it in the left corner to Eberhard for a 3. Way off. And Hagan screens out and rebounds for Rockhurst. Hawks in control here right now with 11:37 to play in the half. Here's a 3 by Ellwanger right side. It doesn't fall. And the rebound to Eberhard. To Davis down the front court, left sideline. To the left of the lane. Out to Eberhard. Right side of the circle to Cook. In the right corner to Coles. Coles out to Cook. And now to Eberhardt, left side of the circle, and a whistle. And what do we have? It's a blocking foul against Connor Evans of Rockhurst. And that'll be the 4th team foul against the Hawks, the first on Evans. And that will get us to a timeout. Rockhurst with Alex Hagan, Caleb Warner, and Malachi Nix, all with 5 points. Leads Bellarmine 15-10 with 11:19 to play in the first half. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine basketball, Highland Insurance is a family.
About sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, no matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place, until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
Gourmet and Mark Bug.
Passport Health Plans is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine University Student Athlete Community Service Program, Nights in Action. Both Passport Health Plans and Bellarmine are dedicated to helping Kentuckians live healthier lives. For more information, go to passporthealthplan.com. Ben Wire is checked in for Bellarmine, has it now top of the circle. Gives it to Troutman, and now to a cutting Jenkins, who's back in. To Coles, his three is good from the right corner.
Another assist, good pass there by Jenkins. Drive it down the lane, hit Jarek wide open in the corner.
Only the 5th three this year for Jarek Coles, but that one was very timely, 15-13.
First one for the Knights. Rockhurst has 3 already.
Hawks lead it by 2. Nix at the top right to House. Travis top of the circle now to Elwanger. Foul line extended right. Elwanger puts down a one-bounce dribble. Goes into the right corner to Hagan, guarded by Knott. Hagan looking to go baseline. Bounces it out to Nix. 3 seconds to shoot. Nix gets it out. And here's a 3 by Elwanger from the left wing. It's not there. And the rebound to Coles of Bellarmine. Jarek to the top of the circle. Right side to Knott. Midway through the half. Rockhurst by 2, 15-13. Coles goes baseline left side. Nice. Underneath the wire. Drives and lays it in.
Good pass. Jarek Coles. I thought he was going to the corner with it. But threw it back into the middle to Ben Wire wide open.
We are tied at 15. Bellarmine has scored 5 in a row since trailing 15-10. Nix at the top left. Gets it in there to a new man, Mason Lowen for Rockhurst. Pass down low and a layup missed inside there by Hagan. And Bellarmine with the rebound. Coles behind the back dribble to the right of the circle. Out front to Wire. And now Knott left side of the circle. To Troutman, the top right. Now to Coles on the right wing. Back out front to Troutman. 9:35 to play in the first half. Here's Troutman on a drive. Out front to Jenkins. Tyler's 3. Back of the rim, no. Wire tips it out to Troutman. Open 3. Bullseye.
Rusty's a little concerned about his shot. He knows he's not shooting it as well as he usually does, but shot that one, got off the floor, and good follow through.
8 straight points for Bellarmine. And he shot that off an offensive rebound tip back.
Kept alive by Ben Wire, yeah.
The defense was scrambled there for Rockhurst. Here's a 3 by House out of the right corner. He can't get it to go. Jenkins with the rebound for Bellarmine to the line, to the lane, to the rack, and he lays it in. Nobody stopped him.
Yeah, just quicker. We're just quicker than they are in every spot.
And Drew Diener knows it, and he calls a timeout. 10 straight points for Bellarmine. 8:54 to play in the first half, and the Knights with their lead here at 20-15. By the way, the officials working tonight's game are Ford Branch Jr., Coy Gammon, and Eric Brown. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have the statistics courtesy of Pat's Steakhouse. We're not the best because we're the oldest. We're the oldest because we're the best. Visit patsteakhouse.com for more information. With Mark Bug, this is Doug Orme at Knights Hall and mark the Knights with a nice flurry here.
Hit their last 5 out of 6 shots, and now shooting at 46%, almost 47%. So Bellarmine 7 out of 15, Rockhurst 6 out of 16.
Yeah, Rockhurst has misfired the last 3 times since the under 12 timeout.
Bellarmine winning the boards 11-7.
Caleb Warner is back in, and so is the 7-footer Gabe Brown for Rockhurst. Also in for the first time is Undra Wilson from Memphis, Tennessee. Here's Brown, right side of the lane, right corner to Lowen. He drives it toward the paint, kicks it into the left corner to Warner. Warner throws it out top right to House. Travis at the free throw line, 7 seconds to shoot. Brown deep on the right wing. Out front, Wilson, he uncorks a 3, and he got it. Undra Wilson up against the shot clock.
That's good defense for 25 seconds.
That's Wilson's 10th three-point hit of the year, 20-18. Bellarmine by 2, stops the 10-0 run. Jenkins, right wing for the Knights. Right side to Troutman. Bounce pass low to Eberhard. Faces up against the 7-footer Brown. Fakes, goes up inside, up over Brown. Can't get it to go. Rebound is volleyballed around. And finally Warner collects it for Rockhurst. Warner straight on dribble. Three-pointer good, and he's fouled by Brent Bach, who has just come in the game for Bellarmine.
Brent right there. Naturally guarding him close because he fouled him.
First foul on Bach and the 4th on the team, and when we come back, it'll be an opportunity for a 4-point play for Caleb Warner. 7:54 to play in the first half, and Rockhurst is back in front, answering Bellarmine's 10-0 run. They lead it 21-20. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
With Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Bellarmine had a 10-0 run to take a 20-15 lead, but Rockhurst has answered with 6 straight points, and now they lead it 21-20, and they can make it 7 in a row if Caleb Warner can complete a 4-point play. He was fouled by Brent Bach, making a 3 from just behind the top of the circle.
Yep, hit 2 threes now since Bellarmine took that lead.
And he missed the free throw, and Bellarmine runs the other way. Jenkins, front court for the Knights, had it stripped away from behind by Mason Lowen of Rockhurst. Lowen comes the other way. Dipsy-do move, works to the left of the lane. Out high left to Brown, out front to Warner. Left side to Lowen, inside the hash. Lowen out front to Warner. Warner will fire another 3, and this one is way short, and Eberhard with the rebound gives it to Al Davis, who's back in for the Knights. Davis gives it to Jenkins. Right side to Bach. Bach on the dribble, one bounce out front to Davis. Al working left side long range to Troutman. Back to Davis, fakes, now drives. Inside, got it to Eberhard. Out to Jenkins for a 3-ball. Back of the rim, no, but Davis with the rebound for Bellarmine. Saves the possession out front to Bach, and now Eberhard. Davis at the top to a cutting Troutman. Fumbled it for a moment, couldn't get a shot away, just continues on out to the right wing. Troutman working on Brown, left side Jenkins, Tyler left to the lane, back to Troutman, right of the circle, out front Davis for a 3, kaboom!
Good pass in that time by everybody. Looking for that wide open shot, now finally gets it. Good pass by Rusty.
And Bellarmine back in front, 23-21, 6:35 to play in the half. Undra Wilson to Brown, left side of the circle, to Lowen out front. Right side to House, out high right to Wilson. Brown sets a screen. Jenkins fights his way over the top of it. His pass is thrown away, though. Troutman, nice steal. Saves it inbounds to Jenkins. Tyler straight in. Works down the right side of the lane to Eberhard. Fall away 15-footer, good from the right side. Adam heard from for the first time tonight in the scoring column. 25-21, 4-point lead Bellarmine.
Took him 5 shots to get a basket.
Here's Warner's high arcing three from the right side. It doesn't go. Brown trying to save it inbounds. Couldn't quite do it. Tried to throw it in off of Davis, but couldn't save the possession. Alex Cook and Jarek Coles come back for Bellarmine. Alex Hagan and Connor Evans are back in for Rockhurst. This, I believe, Bellarmine had a 5-point lead. This is I was going to say is their biggest lead, but no, they were up 5 at 15-10.
Yep.
And here's a pass deflected out of bounds, or actually they were down 5 at 15-10.
That's when they scored 10 in a row to take
right.
that 5-point lead.
Jenkins is now out, and Daniel Ramser comes in for the first time. Daniel averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds a game, shooting 57% from the field. Davis, right side to Ramser. Daniel works toward the right of the circle. Right wing to Eberhard. Bounce pass down low for Cook. Had to fight to get it, and now is fouled by Nix. Rockhurst nearly came up with the steal.
Yeah, just a second late getting that pass in there. Alex really had to fight to get it back. Ends up drawing the foul.
Ramser, who missed the first 9 games this year after suffering the concussion against Louisville in the opening game with the inbounds pass, and now there is a foul against Bellarmine's Alex Cook, setting an illegal screen. That'll be his second foul and the 5th on Bellarmine.
Alex knew it. As soon as he did it, he knew it. Understands the game really, really well, Alex Cook does.
So it's Rockhurst ball, down 4. Nix to Warner at the top. Right side to Hagan, and now to House. Foul line extended right. High right to Nix, guarded by Coles. Nix puts it on the floor. Into the lane he goes. High arcing shot. Got it in up over a leaping Alex Cook. And Nix now has 7 points for Rockhurst. The Hawks down 2, 25-23. Ramser out front as we near the 5-minute mark to play in the half. Now Davis drives into the paint. Left side Ramser on the baseline. He's double teamed. Throws it out to Davis. His 3 from the left side is an air ball. Eberhard caught it though. Got it right back to Davis, who put it in.
That's a perfect example of seeing the basketball at all times. That's an air ball, and Adam Eberhard wades in there and gets it and hits Al for a wide open shot.
Al says, I'll make up for my air ball by cutting to the basket. Travis House guarded by Davis out front. Left side to Warner. Holds it high over his head. Now to Brown, left side of the circle. Back to Warner. Skip pass right side to Nix. Fakes left, goes right. Shot the baseline jumper long. And the rebound fought for, and Hagan couldn't save it back in. So it'll come back to Bellarmine. Cook is out of the game for Bellarmine, and Troutman is back in. So it's Coles and Davis, 2 sure-handed ball handlers for Bellarmine. Troutman and Ramser and Eberhard. Here is Coles on the dribble for Bellarmine. Out front to Eberhard. Pass into the left corner to Davis. Thought about it. Got it down low to Troutman. Kicks it out to Coles. His 3, right side of the circle. Doesn't go. Tipped up and in by Eberhard, but they wave it off and say Adam was a little too aggressive there. They call him for a foul.
Said that he pushed his man off to get to that position. Maybe he did.
I guess Rusty Troutman, would be the power forward here in this allotment for Bellarmine.
Yeah.
Ramser would be the small forward.
Pretty small lineup in there right now.
All right, it's a Rockhurst with the ball, and here is House on the left side to Nix. Guarded by Coles at the 3-point line. Nix left side of the circle. Bounce pass inside, thrown away, and he was called for a travel anyway. And that'll get us to a timeout. 3:42 left in the half. Bellarmine has surged to the front here. It's the Knights 27 and Rockhurst 23. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Back to courtside for Bellarmine men's basketball.
Bellarmine shooting 46%. They've held Rockhurst to 41% from the field at 3:42 to play in the first half. This is Doug Orme with Mark Bugg at Knights Hall as the Knights begin Great Lakes Valley Conference play against the Rockhurst Hawks, who are playing good basketball themselves. They have won 4 straight coming into this game. Here's Coles with it for Bellarmine, trying to get their lead up to 6 points. Ben Wire back in, takes a pass down low and juggled it and walked. So the Knights turned it over for the 6th time here in the first half. Malachi Nix for Rockhurst. Dribbles across to the right of the circle. Left side it comes to Warner. Out front to Hagan. At the top right, Nix handles it. Gets a screen. Warner, or rather Hagan, to House in the right corner. He fires and nails it. House, excellent three-point shooter. Hits his first of the night, and it's 27-26. Bellarmine by 1.
6 out of 15 from the 3 for Rockhurst.
House has hit 33 three-pointers now this season. Troutman for Bellarmine, top right to Davis. Out of Coles on the right side. There's a whistle. A foul against Rockhurst. It'll be on Connor Evans, his second. That's 6 on Rockhurst. Bellarmine also with 6. Mason Lowen coming back for Rockhurst. And he'll replace Connor Evans, who's got 2 fouls and has not scored yet. Evans averages 9. Tyler Jenkins coming back for Bellarmine, replacing Jarrett Coles. Troutman baseline right to throw it into Davis on the right wing, guarded by Nix. Rockhurst is man-to-man. Davis flips it off to Troutman. Lowen guarding him. Here's an alley-oop to Everhard is there for the dunk.
Wow.
Beautifully timed.
Yeah, great pass, Rusty Troutman that time.
They used eye contact. Adam gave Rusty a little look, and Rusty said okay, and he threw it right up to him. Here's a 3 by House out of the left corner. Doesn't go. Wire with a rebound, but he had to push off to get position. And for Ben Wire, that'll be his first foul, and the 7th on Bellarmine. And Ben Wire has to leave.
Also, we'll get Ben out of the game.
That'll bring in George Knott. You need to adjust the, there you go. Here's Warner on the line for Rockhurst, and his free throw is good. Caleb now with 9 points, trying to get to double figures. Malachi Nix has 7 for Rockhurst. 29-27, Bellarmine by 2. Free throw up and good by Warner, who now has 10, including a couple of threes. 29-28, Bellarmine by 1. We've had 9 lead changes in this game, so it's been that type of a first half, back and forth. There's Troutman driving, and there's a foul against Mason Lowen on the left wing.
Put Rusty on a line for the bonus.
Now that's 7 on Rockhurst, and Troutman steps to the line. He's got 5 points. And this will be the 1+ for the Mount Washington native. He's perfect with the first one.
Bellarmine perfect on the night, 5 in a row at free throw line.
Bellarmine second in the conference, 10th in the country in free throw percentage, 78.7%. And Rusty knocks another one down. He's got 7 points, 4 of 4 from the line. Knights lead it by 3 with 2:12 to play in the first half. Nix for Rockhurst, right side to Lowen. He goes toward the baseline. Out high right to Hagan. Now to Nix at the left of the circle. Hagan comes over, sets a screen, rolls to the basket, kicks a pass into the left corner, and a foul underneath against Bellarmine. It's on Rusty Troutman. That'll be his first.
What about if this game, if these 3 guys called the game at Lincoln Memorial?
Oh, man.
Lincoln Memorial would have fouled out 5 guys by halftime.
We'd still be there, maybe. Here's Hagan.
But that's the way the game's supposed to be called, is the way it's being called tonight.
Hagan hit the free throw, so he's got 6 points. And the players have to adjust, let's be honest. Hagan missed the second free throw.
Yeah, this Lincoln Memorial never had to adjust.
Well, some nights you have to adjust and some nights you don't. Here is Knott in the foul circle for Bellarmine. Out to Eberhard, right of the key. Left side, Knott. Bounce pass low to Jenkins, left of the lane.
Wow.
He spins inside and scores. Tyler Jenkins.
So quick inside Tyler. That's 8 points for Tyler in the paint tonight.
10 for the game, and Jenkins had a season high of 17 at McKendree. House dribbling out front, right side to Lowen. Bellarmine up 4, 33-29. Out front to Nix with 1:18. Now Nix working at long range, gets a screen from Hagan. Back to Hagan, left of the circle, now to Warner, a contested three. He missed that one, and Jenkins soars in, grabs the rebound, outlets to Troutman, underneath to Knott, made a good catch, got it out to Davis, now to Jenkins, back to Davis on the left side, pulls up from 18 feet, write it down.
Worst shot in the game right there, that just inside the three-point line, but Dow knocks that one down.
Davis with 9 points, averages 13, and Bellarmine by 6. 45 seconds to play in the half. Nix across the top, down the right side of the lane, and a whistle. And we've got a foul against Bellarmine. It is against George Knott. That'll be his first foul. That's 9 on Bellarmine. Gabe Brown back in, replacing Mason Lowen for Rockhurst. Malachi Nix will shoot the 1+ here. Rockhurst on the season shoots 70% from the line. That's 11th in the conference.
Talking about lead changes. Bellarmine has led 51% of the game. Rockhurst has led 38% of the game, and I guess the other percentage has been the tie.
Has to be. Nix hit the first free throw, and we'll try again.
I've not seen that stat until tonight.
35-30, Bellarmine by 5. Next one by Nix, perfect. He's a 78% shooter. He has got 9 points. Warner has 10, and Nix with 9, pacing Rockhurst. 35-31, Bellarmine by 4. Jenkins has 10 to lead the Knights, and Davis has 9. 15 seconds to shoot, 20 seconds to play in the half. Davis just yo-yos the dribble with the right hand out front. 7 seconds to shoot. Davis between the circles, works to the left side, out to Eberhard, top of the circle. 1 second left, puts it up, good, but they wave it off. Shot clock violation. Bellarmine wants a timeout, and they get it with 8.5 seconds to play in the first half. Well, the Knights were working the clock that time, Mark, but that time they kind of forgot maybe the time.
They came to set the screen, and Al couldn't. It started out too high is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Davis was between the circles there, 30, 35 feet from the basket for a long time.
Right. And then Ben didn't come all the way out there. He kind of came halfway and wanted Al to come and get rub his man off of him. He couldn't do it.
35-31, Bellarmine by 4. And the Knights seeking their 11th win of the season. They were picked first in the GLVC East Division in the preseason coaches poll. They got 9 first-place votes. Quincy, by the way, was picked first in the GLVC West. They also had 9 votes for the top spot. All conference play from here on out.
Yep.
Rockhurst 1-2 in the league. Lost to Truman State and Quincy, beat William Jewell. Here's Hagan, right of the circle, 5 seconds left. Now to Elwanger, who's back in to Nix. His 3 from the left side, not there. Jenkins with the rebound, and that's the end of the first half. It's Bellarmine 35 and Rockhurst 31. Felton Spencer will join us here to chat a little bit about this first half. And Felton, we had 9 lead changes here in the first half, kind of a back-and-forth game. How did you see it there from your location?
We had a bunch of lead changes. We did a good job getting up into them and running them off the three-point shot, but they still made some shots from deep. And we had some untimely fouls out there where we kind of we kept giving them 3, 4, 5-point swings, and we have to cut that out. We got to do a little bit better job of not fouling on the drive.
What happened toward the end of the half when there was the shot clock violation there?
just a little bit of miscommunication with the guys. Adam thought it was a couple more seconds on the clock, so he just kind of held it a little bit too long. But, we just got a couple things we need to tweak at the half, and I think if we get up into them and we do a little bit better job trying not to foul them on the drives and giving them chances to score at the free throw line, we're going to be all right.
Dominating the first half on the boards, but still can't get any transition. Are they just conceding rebounds so they can get back? Is that what they're doing?
I don't think they're conceding. I think they shoot a lot of threes. They shoot a lot of deep balls.
So a lot of them are back when the ball's
and
shot.
So they're already out there.
Yeah.
They're not really going to the boards and pursuing rebounds. But, our guys are doing a great job of going and pursuing the basketball. And we have to keep doing those things and just shore up the defense a little bit, not foul them on the drive, not give them opportunities to score with the clock stopped.
Yep.
All right, thank you for coming out. That's Felton Spencer. The Knights lead it 35-31 here at halftime. Mark and I will come back and run down a few statistics here at halftime and alert you to some other things that will be taking place during the break as well. And we'll do all of that when we continue. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine basketball, Highland Insurance is a family. For over 30 years, Highland Insurance has taken care of the Louisville community with high-quality auto, home, business, and life insurance. BU alums Terry Highland and Rob Holtzman will give you the family treatment when reviewing your insurance needs. So come home to Highland Insurance. And remember, better coverage, better rates, and free pizza. Call Highland Insurance today at 502-637-4733 and go Knights.
I love your wall color.
Oh, thank you. I got it at Lanning Paints. They're Louisville's only local paint manufacturer, and they
Better coverage, better rates, free pizza. Highland Insurance.
This is Doug Orme at Knights Hall along with Mark Bugg, and Bellarmine leads Rockhurst 35-31 here at the half. A game that featured 3 ties, 9 lead changes as we mentioned, and Bellarmine shooting 52%. Mark, their percentage really picked up quite a bit since the early stages of the first half when they had good looks but just couldn't get shots to go in.
Missed their first 5 shots, and they were all great shots. They just couldn't get them to go, but ever since then they've shot the ball really, really well.
13 for 20 since those first misses at 52%. Rockhurst 39%, 10 out of 26. From the three-point line, the Knights are 3 of 11, 27%. Rockhurst 6 of 18 for 33. They average taking about 27 three-point shots per game, so they're well ahead of that pace here tonight. From the foul line, Bellarmine perfect 6 of 6, and Rockhurst 5 of 7, 71%. The Knights with a big edge on the glass, 20-10. They have 10 assists, Bellarmine does, on their 13 made field goals. Rockhurst has 4 on their 10. Turnovers, 7 committed by Bellarmine, 4 by Rockhurst. Neither team with a blocked shot in the first half, and each team had 2 steals. Bellarmine a big advantage of points in the paint, 16-4. Points off turnovers went to Rockhurst, 8-4, and Bellarmine countered that by having an 8-4 advantage in second chance points. Individually, Bellarmine led by Tyler Jenkins with 10 on 4 of 6 shooting. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points for Al Davis. He was 4 of 8 from the field. Al had 4 rebounds. Adam Eberhard, 4 points and 6 rebounds. That leads Bellarmine. He also had 3 assists for the first half. And then we drop down to Jarek Coles with 3 points. Ben Wire had 2. George Knott, Alex Cook, Daniel Ramser, and Brent Bach all played and did not score. For Rockhurst, 10 points for Caleb Warner. He had 3 of 9 from the field, including a couple of threes. 9 points for Malachi Nix, 3 of 6 from the field for Nix. 6 points for Alex Hagan, and then 3 points each for Travis House and Undra Wilson, playing and not scoring. Connor Evans, Gabe Brown, Mason Lowen, and Andrew Elwanger. So those are the halftime numbers, and when we come back, we will have a visit with a voice from a Bellarmine team past. Justin Benedetti will join us here at the half. When we come back, Bellarmine leads at 35-31. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
This is 970 AM, The Answer, WGTK, Louisville. Online at 970amtheanswer.com.
With Thornton's all-new mobile app, you can get great rewards while you're on the go. Find Thornton's locations near you, search the lowest gas prices in town, and get great offers on fuel, snacks, fresh food, and more. Thornton's all-new mobile app. Download today from the App Store or Google Play.
Want your brand to stand out? Start with Clark & Riggs. Clark & Riggs does it all and does it best. On-demand and variable data printing, direct mail management, e-commerce solutions, warehousing and fulfillment, large format signage and point of purchase material, retail decor and fixtures, rapid prototyping, the finest offset and digital printing in the business, online ordering and inventory management, everything your brand needs to succeed. Visit morethanaprinter.com.
If you've been looking to buy a new or used car from a trusted, locally owned dealership, then stop Googling and go to Commonwealth Dodge Ram. Commonwealth Dodge Ram is locally owned and has been operating for over 37 years and is Louisville's #1 Dodge Ram dealer. Commonwealth Dodge, located on Preston Highway, is open Monday through Saturday and has invoice pricing on all Dodge models. That's right, invoice pricing. So when it comes to cars, remember Commonwealth Dodge Ram. When it comes to basketball, it's the Bellarmine Knights. Go Knights!
Louisville's Blind Factory and Wallpaper Outlet has been family-owned and operated since 1975, carrying a complete line of products with thousands of rolls of wallpaper and border in stock. Blinds Direct offers free in-home consultations for window treatments and an in-home installation team eager to serve you. For all your blinds and wallpaper needs, call 266-0079 or visit the website at blindsdirect.com.
Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
Welcome back to the Highland Insurance Halftime Show. Better coverage, better rates, free pizza. Highland Insurance.
Welcome back to Knights Hall. This is Doug Orme with Mark Bugg, and as we mentioned there before the break, Justin Benedetti joins us here to talk some Bellarmine basketball. We were talking on the break. You're still living in Louisville. That's a good thing.
Yeah, after college, been living in Louisville ever since. Working at Brown Forman in their finance department, so everything's going really well. I like the company and doing very good.
And how many weeks a year do you get vacation? Like 8 or 9, because you're always gone somewhere.
Yeah, you probably check my Facebook.
I do.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Just got back from Florida.
Yeah, we went there over Christmas with the family and had a very good time. And also, me and my girlfriend, I guess I can say fiance now, we got engaged down there on the beach.
Okay,
so,
right.
That was last week.
That's where I was going next.
So that was a very exciting time. So we're looking forward to that.
Has the date been set yet for that?
We're not 100% sure. We got some ideas, so I don't want to. Whatever she tells me. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I don't want to say it over the air, so we're not 100% sure, but we're thinking probably spring of 18.
You met your girlfriend here, played volleyball here at Bellarmine, correct?
Yeah, we met, playing here sports together. She's a couple years behind me. She played volleyball, I played basketball, and I think we met my senior year and been together ever since.
What does this team look like to you this year? Is it the same Bellarmine way?
Yeah, it's just, a tradition Bellarmine team. They share the ball. They play really, really hard. They defend well. They shoot the ball well, inside and out. So, it's a traditional Bellarmine team, and they have some spurts where they look really, really good.
So for them to win a national championship like your squad did, what do they need to do? What are they missing? Or are they missing anything?
I think they have it all, but they really just got to play harder than any other team, play more together, and just really want it. We really wanted every single game, and we showed it on the court, and we just played more together and smarter. I think that's what they got to do, because they have the talent. They have everything that they need, but it's just about playing harder, smarter, and together.
Now that you've left, and you kind of sit back and kind of can take stock of things, is there ever a day where you don't think about that championship, even for just a brief second?
No, there isn't. I mean, it was, I tell you, the best year of my life, one of the greatest moments I'll ever have and cherish, and I think about it every day. And there's still several people that bring it up around the Louisville community, and it's just a blessing that it happened, and I'm just very grateful. It's remember it the rest of my life, and not a day that goes by I don't think about it.
Do you still play some pickup in a league? I mean, I know some of you guys do. I didn't know if you did or not.
Yeah, we still play a couple of days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I still try to stay in shape in the wintertime, but basketball kind of takes a back seat in the summertime, as you know, Bug. I'm a big golfer.
I know you are.
So,
and I keep saying we're going to play, and we never have.
That's
but
right.
But I'm going to say it some more. We will play again. We will play sometime.
Yeah, we'll get out this summer.
All right, but Justin Benedetti joining us here at halftime as Bellarmine leads 35-31. How important was it for you to stay here and work in the community and be involved with the university, the team, et cetera?
They just did so much for me. The 4 of them the greatest years of my life. So, I love giving back to this university and staying close to the coaching staff and the players and just being involved because, they gave me so much. So it's only due that I give back a little bit. So I just love being around it. It's such a close-knit community, and hopefully I'm here, the rest of my life.
Did you major in finance at Bellarmine?
Just regular business degree, and kind of just found my niche, working over the years at Brown-Forman. So it's going really well. Love the company, thriving right now, and I'm just very blessed to be there.
All right. Thanks for coming around here at halftime, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
All right. Justin Benedetti from the national champs of 2011 joins us here at halftime with his Knights in front, 35-31. We'll step aside, then return. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
For the first time in my life, I'm eligible for Medicaid. The lady helping me sign up said, "Okay, you'll be on such and such plan." And I said, "Wait, can I get on Passport instead?" And she was like, "Oh sure, don't be bashful. You want Passport? Ask for it."
When it's your time to choose, ask for Passport, Kentucky's only nonprofit Medicaid health plan. Call 1-800-578-0603. Passport Health Plan. We take the time to care.
Park Community Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Bellarmine coach Scott Davenport for Park Community. Their friendly, expert staff always has your best interest in mind. They look for ways to save and make you money because you're an important friend and neighbor. For free checking, a great loan rate, and more, I recommend Park Community Credit Union.
Park Community Credit Union. Your life, your money, your way.
Ready for a night on the town with your friends? Two Vets in a Limo is veteran owned and operated, and the staff continues to offer dedicated service to the community, like their dedicated service in the military. Limo rental, party bus, and airport shuttle options are available. The driving area includes all the counties around Louisville and as far as Indianapolis. For an affordable hourly rate, call Two Vets in a Limo. Weddings, Derby Day, and parties are easier with Two Vets in a Limo. Call 812-525-7116 or visit twovetsinalimo.com today.
Back to Bellarmine men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
In our first game tonight, the Bellarmine Knights defeated Rockhurst University in the women's game, 81-75. Bellarmine getting big scoring efforts from Sarah Galvin, Beth Bowers, and Raven Merriweather, all with 14 points. Whitney Hartledge had 12, and Destiny Curry had 11 for Bellarmine, as they won at 81-75 and improved to 11-1 on the year, 3-0 in the GLVC. The second half tip-off comes up in about 30 seconds. We'll step aside and then return. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
And now, back to courtside for second half action of Bellarmine Knights men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
And as play is resuming, it'll be Rockhurst with possession, trailing 35-31 as the Hawks go from left to right. Nix trying to look in at low at Brown, can't find him. Instead, Out to Evans. Connor with the drive. The left-handed scoop is good.
Wow, that's too easy there.
That's his first bucket. And it's down.
Free throw line down the lane, 2 dribbles and laid it in. That's not good.
35-33, Bellarmine by 2. Not guarded by Evans out front. Needs some help. Gets it to Davis, right side to Eberhard, right of the lane to a cutting Davis. Lays it up and in. Al in double figures with 11. 37-33, Knights by 4.
11 assists on 14 baskets so far for Bellarmine.
Brown, the big 7-footer, a one-bounce dribble out high to House. Back to Nix. He drives the baseline right side. Left corner to Warner for a 3.
Wow.
Swish. That's his 3rd triple of the game.
And wide open.
37-36. Here is Bellarmine attacking. Jenkins right of the lane. Left side to Troutman. Rusty trying to answer the 3. Can't get it to go from the left side. And the rebound to Warner. Gives it to Nix. Nix in the foul circle. Backs out on the dribble. Right side, they whip it there to House. Out high right to Nix. 18:40 to play in the half. Now to Brown. Brown hands to House. Right of the circle. Right side Nix. Down low it goes to Brown. Guarded by Knott, but he got a pass off to Evans, who dunks it.
Well, they double-teamed him, but he still got that pass out of there.
And there's our 10th lead change as Rockhurst back in front, 38-37. A minute 40 seconds into the second half. Davis with Eberhard now down the right of the lane. Right side Troutman, Rusty's 3. Off the mark, and the ball out of bounds.
Boy, that's a shot Rusty just usually doesn't miss.
There's a warning here on Coach Davenport. He wanted a foul against Rockhurst. He thought somebody was using an arm bar.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Yeah. Wrestling move. But at any rate, he got warned. Here's Nix deep on the right wing. Now to Evans in the foul circle, and a whistle. And a foul against Brown.
For shoving off.
That'll be his first foul, and now Drew Diener. There's kind of a sarcastic grin on his face, the Rockhurst young coach.
He knows who made that call. Coach Davenport might as well have the whistle in his mouth.
Drew goes and gets some water and kind of stands with hands on hips, watching the action. His club up by 1, 38-37. Here's Jenkins, works down the left of the lane. His bounce pass thrown inside, and they're saying a kick against Rockhurst.
Got lucky there because that was a bad pass by Tyler.
And Nix was breaking ahead of the field. Had they come up with the steal, they might have been able to hit him ahead for a bucket.
Accidentally hit a foot of a Rockhurst player, and that's got that call.
Troutman, left side to Coles, who's checked in for Bellarmine. Left corner to Davis. Al's 3. No. Rebound fought for. Nix has it for Rockhurst. Long lead pass to Warner. Catches it right side of the lane. Dumps it underneath, and there is Brown for his first 2.
That's 3 layups and a 3-point shot wide open for Rockhurst.
Rockhurst with 9 points coming out of the locker room here in the first 2.5 minutes of the second half. They lead it 40-37. 5 was their biggest lead at 15-10. Troutman, high right to Coles on the wing, to Eberhard on the baseline, working inside, out to Davis, works down the left of the lane, kicks it to Coles. Right side, Jenkins for 3, got it.
Wow, great pass. Adam in trouble inside, got it out to Al, who hit, or Jarrett Coles, who hit Tyler for that wide open 3.
Jenkins with 13, and we are tied at 40 with 16:47 to play in the game. Warner's lead pass, trying to get it to Brown. He threw it away.
Just threw it too tall that time. Jarrett Coles was right there, though.
And when you throw it too tall for Brown,
you've really thrown it high.
He is a 7-footer. 40 all. Bellarmine trying to grab the lead here. Troutman out front to Jenkins. Tyler with 13 points. Left side to Coles. Coles backs up on the dribble in the left corner. Loops it out to Davis at the top left. To Eberhard, top of the circle. Nice pass underneath to Troutman. Got it knocked away. He fell down. Up ahead it goes to Nix. Reverse layup. Can't score, but a foul and
another push off on Rockhurst.
Yep. They're going to call Connor Evans, and that's his 3rd foul.
That's a good job by Eberhard to get back and contest that layup and without fouling.
Alex Hagan checks back in. Hagan with 6 points off the bench in the first half for Rockhurst. Jenkins on the angle right, out front to Coles, back to Tyler, works to the right of the lane, and he carried it, palmed the ball. So the Knights turn it over. Brent Bach up off the Bellarmine bench. He checks in, and he'll replace Rusty Troutman. Brent didn't score at Lincoln Memorial and has not scored tonight, just played briefly in the first half.
Hadn't taken a shot.
40 all. Warner on the right wing, out front Brown, and now to House. Left side to Warner. They look in, they find Brown, left of the circle. Pass right side to Nix at the three-point line. Skip past Warner, left corner. His three is off the mark. Rebound Hagan, baseline right, and he's fouled underneath. He had the size advantage in there on Bach, and Brent had to foul him. Picks up his second foul, and the team's first, and that'll get us to a timeout. Rockhurst has outscored Bellarmine 9-5, 15:42 to play in the game. It's Bellarmine 40 and Rockhurst 40. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Back to Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Mountjoy Chilton Medley CPAs and Advisors, offering a full range of accounting, audit, tax planning, and consulting services for businesses of all sizes, nonprofits, and individuals. As sponsor of Best Coverage, MCM is proud to donate a blanket to Blanket Louisville to help the area's needy during these cold months. Bellarmine and Rockhurst tonight at Knights Hall. We're tied at 40. And Rockhurst in possession as play resumes. Alex Hagan in the right corner. Now to Brown, low on the right block. Backs his way down. These triple team. Turns. They strip him. The ball is loose on the deck. It's picked up by Bellarmine. And Davis comes out of the pack with it. Davis to Bach at the top right. Out front to Rusty Troutman. Off to Coles, right of the circle. Now to Eberhard on the angle left. Fakes right, goes left. Dribbles to the foul line. His pass deflected, but retrieved by Davis, recovered by Eberhard. Into the right corner to Coles. He drives into the paint, head and shoulder fake, up over Brown, not there. Davis with an offensive rebound. Turns, goes up, had his shot blocked from behind. I think Brown got a piece of that one, and he knocked it out of bounds. And there's only 1 second left on the shot clock. Undra Wilson checking in for Rockhurst. Bellarmine will just have to lob this up in front of the basket.
Yeah, they've got to play for that. Look for Adam in the middle of the lane.
Mason Lowen also in for Rockhurst.
Here he comes.
Yep, and there's the looping pass. Eberhard put it up. No, but he drew the foul.
Good pass by Rusty, and Adam couldn't get it to go, but drew the foul.
And the foul is on Gabe Brown, his second, and the third on the team. They had to know that was coming. Bellarmine's used that
a lot,
several times this year. Eberhard at the line. Adams' first free throw is good. He's got 5 points.
Rockhurst is very well coached. I'm very impressed with Diener. I mean, they are going inside this half. It's been clear. And if they're getting double and triple teamed, they're finding Warner open for wide open threes. So, I mean, that's their game plan this second half.
Eberhard hit the second free throw, 42-40. Bellarmine by 2. Wilson works to the right at long range. Out front to Hagan. Hagan back to Wilson at the top right. Right wing it goes to Lowen. His pass down low for Brown. Intercepted by Eberhard. Here come the Knights running. Davis to the right of the lane. To Troutman. Left of the circle. Eberhard tees up a three. Wow. Splash.
Adam gets the steal, fronting the big man down there, then ends up hitting the three at the other end.
And Bellarmine has a 5-point lead all of a sudden, 45-40, 14:25 to play. Lowen on the right wing, out front Brown, left of the circle to House. House puts it on the deck, bad pass. Coles with the steal, and he's tripped by Wilson. And that'll be a foul against Undra Wilson.
Coach Davenport wasn't intentional, wasn't even close to intentional. Just got their feet tangled up, that's all it was.
Fourth team foul against Rockhurst.
Good play by Jarrett Coles, shooting a gap that time.
Jarrett Coles.
Kind of holding his knee.
Really a good ball handler and an excellent defender as well for Bellarmine this season. Jarrett with it out front. Gives it to Bach, way out near the Knight insignia at midcourt here at Knights Hall. Now Davis comes to take it, works to the right at long range. Into the lane, dumps it off for Troutman. Out to Bach, out front to Coles, open for three. Back of the rim, no, and Brown way up there grabs the rebound for Rockhurst. Here's Wilson, right side to Lowen. He goes baseline, and a blocking foul against Coles for Bellarmine. Jarrett commits his first foul, and the second on the Knights.
Jarrett, pretty good position that time. It could have gone either way, but he gets the unfortunate call that time.
Jenkins is back in for Bellarmine, replacing Davis. Warner's coming back in also for Rockhurst. There's the inbounds high right to Warner. Warner fakes and fires, missed it, and Eberhard right to the iron, grabs a Bellarmine board, brings it out of the pack himself to the line. Right side to Coles. He works his way into the lane, hooks it up with the left hand, no, but he is fouled. That's the fifth team foul already against Rockhurst, and Wilson picks up his second. Correction, it's it is the fifth. Here's the inbounds from Bach, baseline left side. Needs help, got it into Eberhard, went way up to catch it. Now the Knights set up with Jenkins handling it out front. Jenkins top of the key, Tyler on a drive, shovels it off to Eberhard in the traffic. Ball knocked away, rolls out of bounds, and it'll come back to Rockhurst.
Passing, we're forcing some passes tonight that we've usually don't do.
Andrew Ellwanger comes back in for Rockhurst. 45-40, Bellarmine by 5, 13:20 to go.
We're giving up 5-footers, trying to get 2-footers, and we're just throwing the ball away.
Nix at the top of the circle, hooks it out to Ellwanger, his three, good, and he's fouled. Jenkins got him.
A little pick and pop that time. Worked like a charm. Ellwanger hits a three, and Tyler Jenkins late getting there, fouls him.
This is the second 4-point play opportunity for Rockhurst tonight. They missed one in the first half. Warner had that. Let's see if Ellwanger can make them pay. Rockhurst, I tell you what, when you can make threes, you can stay in a lot of games, can't you?
They're 8 out of 21.
Ellwanger trying to complete his 4-point play. And he missed it. And Eberhard with the rebound. 45-43, Knights by 2, and with the ball, 13:07 to play. Eberhard out front to Troutman, right side on the angle. Now to Davis, off the circle left to Jenkins on the left wing. They get it low to Eberhard, to a cutting Davis, and he lays it in.
Adam just waiting for Al to cut down the lane that time. Found him with a perfect pass and a layup for Al Davis.
That's Eberhard's 5th assist of the night. He had a 5-assist game earlier. Here's a nice pass underneath to Hagan, and he puts it in. Nix with the assist there. Alex Hagan now with 8 points, and it's 47-45. Rockhurst down by just 2. Troutman to Coles, left of the circle, penetrates, out to Eberhard, fakes the three. Right corner to Troutman, batted down by Hagan. Jenkins retrieved it, got it to Eberhard, who laid it in.
Jenkins waded in there and got that one because Adam had thrown that one away.
Eberhard hits double figures once again. He's been there every game this year, 11 points. 49-45, he averages 18 a game. Nix off the circle right, his pass batted down, a steal by Troutman. Up ahead it goes to Coles for the layup. Bellarmine now with a 6-point advantage, 51-45. Drew Diener maybe thinking about calling a timeout, but with the next dead ball, as the crowd comes alive, there will be our media timeout. So he's hoping to weather the storm here. Here's Wilson, pass down low to Warner, fumbled it. Eberhard batted it to Davis, up ahead to Jenkins, and he's fouled by Wilson of Rockhurst, and that'll be his third foul. And with 11:30 to play in the game, Bellarmine with a 6-point lead and a bit of a surge here. The crowd loves it. 51-45, the Knights lead it. We'll step aside. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
I love your wall color. Oh, thank you. I got it at Lanning Paints. They are Louisville's only local paint manufacturer, and they mix and match perfectly to any expensive designer paint color for a fraction of the cost. Really? That's right. We also bought a driveway sealer. My husband was thrilled with their selection and prices, and our driveway has never...
Back to courtside for Bellarmine men's basketball.
Passport Health Plans is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine University Student Athletes Community Service Program, Knights in Action. Both Passport Health Plans and Bellarmine are dedicated to helping Kentuckians live healthier lives. For more information, go to passporthealthplan.com. We mentioned a moment ago Adam Eberhard with 5 assists. 6 is his career high, and he got that against McKendree early last month, December the 3rd.
I'm going to say he's going to break that all-career high.
Got a great chance, doesn't he?
Over, yep. You got to keep Rockhurst out of that lane. They've scored 4 points in the paint the first half. They've already scored 8 now the first 7 minutes of this half.
Bellarmine with the lead, though, 51-45. Coles, foul line extended right, in the corner to Eberhard, out to Jenkins. Tyler to the foul line, spins to Eberhard on the angle right. Bounce pass low to Alex Cook, who's back in to a cutting Jenkins. Muscles one up. Contact, no call. Bellarmine got the loose ball back. 6 seconds to shoot. Cook will fire a 3 and make it. And then claps his hands as he backpedals on defense.
Hadn't got a lot done tonight, Alex hadn't, but that's a big 3 for him. He can shoot the ball. He needs to shoot the ball more, I think, but he doesn't. He always looks to pass first.
Alex Cook, by the way, now that was his 7th 3 of the year. He's a 55% shooter from downtown. Here's a missed 3 by Wilson from the right wing for Rockhurst. Bellarmine trying to break this game open. Davis's pass batted down. Bellarmine got it back to Eberhard. He's flattened as he starts toward the basket, and Adam will go to the line. And Alex Hagan picks up his second foul, and that's the 7th on Rockhurst.
Good transition offense there by the Knights after they were in a 2-3 zone there coming out of that timeout.
You know, they worked on that Tuesday in practice, and I didn't know whether it was because they were going to face it or they were going to actually try to play it.
Well,
Eberhard hit the first free throw.
They're going to try to play it as the season goes along because Coach thinks with Alex Cook and Ben Wire in there and whoever else, Adam Eberhard across that baseline, that's a pretty good long defense. So he's going to try it more this year than he ever has.
Free throw up and rattles, doesn't stay. Eberhard missed that one, so he's got a dozen points. Bellarmine by 10, their biggest lead. Knights are back in their man defense now. Davis against House. Al poked it away from him, then slaps his hands on the floor, and now Coach Diener has gotten a warning from the same official who warned Coach Davenport.
He wanted that foul there. Al kind of reached in, got away with it. Didn't get the steal, but Coach Diener got the warning.
Here's Wilson working down the left of the lane. Bounce pass inside. It's knocked out of bounds, and Rockhurst touched it last.
I thought it went off of Hagan's leg.
So Bellarmine on a run here. 55-45. Rockhurst started the half with a 9-5 run, but Bellarmine has been in control since. Here's a looping pass intended for Cook, and he's body checked out of bounds. Troutman threw the pass.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. Alex can get up that high, but he couldn't that time because he's being held.
Foul is on Hagan. And Alex Cook will be on the line to shoot the 1-and-1, averaging 6.5 points a game. Hit a 3 a moment ago for his first points of the night. And he missed the free throw, and the rebound collected by Hagan. Rockhurst midway through the half, down 10, 55-45. Wilson.
Go ahead.
Right corner to House, his 3, swish. House hits his second 3.
Just when you get some space, they hit a 3 on you.
Ben Wires checked in for Bellarmine. Cook has it top of the circle, out front to Jenkins. Jenkins holds it over his head, and now another foul against Evans. And that'll be his third, or his fourth rather.
He hasn't liked 3 of his 4 fouls tonight. He's putting up a little dance on that one.
Jarrett Coles comes in replacing Al Davis, who leaves with 13 points.
He's having a conversation with the referee, Evans is, saying he's being held before he's having to hold back.
Troutman hit the first free throw, so he'll get another one. Rusty, 5 of 5 from the line tonight. He's got 8 points.
Bellarmine's only missed 1 free throw, and that was by Alex there a second ago.
Now Troutman and one of the officials having a discussion.
Not sure what that was about.
56-48, Bellarmine. Free throw up by Rusty, good. He's got 9. And Bellarmine with the lead, 57-48, 9:35 to go. Undra Wilson, front court for Rockhurst. Gets it to Hagan at the right elbow. Flips it back out to Wilson. Wilson comes into the foul circle. Now steps back, left wing to Elwanger. His contested 3, rattled it in there over Cook.
Wow, that's a tough shot there. That's good defense by Alex.
Elwanger with his second 3, 57-51. Here's Troutman, left of the lane, out front to Cook. Fakes, doesn't shoot. Hands to Coles, left of the circle, right of the key to Jenkins. Angle right wire, out front Coles. Coles working, right side to Troutman. Troutman fires up a 3, boom!
Perfect form, perfect arch. When he shoots them like that, they go in 90% of the time. He's not shooting it like that every time this year.
60-51, Bellarmine by 9. Here's Wilson, down the lane he comes, but lost the ball. And who hit it last? I think it was...
Yeah, they might switch it.
Yeah, the officials are talking. They're saying Rockhurst will have the ball. Gabe Brown coming back in for Rockhurst. 8:38 to play.
I'm not sure who hit it for Bellarmine, but I don't think Wilson just went down there and threw it out of bounds.
Wilson to throw it in from the right baseline. Got it into Brown, posting up right of the lane. Brown backs his way down, reverse layup, got it. Gabe Brown with 4, and it's 60-53. Bellarmine by 7. Coles.
Coach Braden was yelling dig, but we didn't dig in time, and Brown scored it on us.
Wire out front to Coles for Bellarmine. Now to Troutman, right of the circle. Gets it to Jenkins at the top of the key. Hands it to Wire. Wire puts down a one-bounce dribble to Coles on the right side. To Eberhard. Off the circle right, moves into the foul circle, hits an 18-footer. Adam Eberhard
about that. He
looked flat out play.
He looked left and right like he was going to pass it and just went straight up and shot it in from about 17, 18 feet.
Eberhard with 14 points. We mentioned his 5 assists. Here's Wilson on the angle right, out front to House. Bellarmine up 62-53. Here's Warner. He's been a little quiet this half. Now House a 3 straight on. Back of the rim, no. And Troutman boards for Bellarmine to Eberhard. Now to Coles. Coles back to Eberhard in the paint. Out to Wire. Fakes the 3. Out high left to Troutman. Off to Coles. He drives into the lane, and that's a blocking foul against Rockhurst. That'll go against House. And that'll be his second foul. And it'll be 2 shots for Bellarmine from here on in. 7:30 to go. Bellarmine leads Rockhurst 62-53. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Hello, Bellarmine family. This is George Suggs, former Bellarmine Knight. Basketball is in full swing, and the only thing more popular right now is securing a great rate on your home loan. Whether it's a new home or refinancing your current investment, choose Century Mortgage, Kentuckiana's largest locally owned mortgage company. At Century Mortgage, you're meeting with people who live here, work here, and like you, are
To Bellarmine men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Both teams shooting exceptionally well here in the second half. Rockhurst 9 of 14, 64%. Bellarmine 9 of 16 for 56%. Adam Eberhard has 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Bellarmine Knights. He's their leading scorer. Caleb Warner has 13 to lead Rockhurst. Jarek Coles at the free throw line for the Knights.
Both teams shooting. Jarek makes the first free throw. Both teams shooting about what they shoot on the year, though. Bellarmine almost 54%, and Rockhurst 47.5%.
Coles with 6 points. Free throw up and good. He's got 7 now. And Bellarmine stretches their lead out to 11 points, 64-53.
And I hate to break this news for all those kids out there listening, but Jefferson County will have school tomorrow.
That's good. That's a good thing. There's a pass into the left corner and a missed three by House. Brown had the rebound. He was tied up by Troutman. There's a whistle, and Troutman is going to be called for the foul. That'll be his second and the fourth on the team.
Jarrett Coles can't believe it. He was already down at the other end.
Here's the quick inbounds pass intended for Elwanger. Ball out of bounds and last touch by Bellarmine.
Rusty acting like he didn't hit that one, but he did.
Warner to inbound. He's only scored 3 points in this half. Here's Nix out at the high left. Nix has not scored at all in the half. He had 9 points. Here is Warner's three. Missed it. Rebound retrieved by Elwanger in the right corner, but he had it knocked away, and last touch by the Knights, so Rockhurst will keep it. Rockhurst is scrappy. They have not gone away.
They're playing good. They're much better than they have been in the past.
Warner in the right corner, inbounds to Nix, way out on the right wing. Dribbles across the top, off to the high left. Coles is guarding him. Coles, top of the circle. And now Nix working long range, drives it inside, and a foul against Bellarmine. It's on Troutman again. That'll be his third.
Yeah, Coach Steiner had a conversation with two of the referees during that timeout that Bellarmine was already in a double bonus. It was 10-3 in fouls. So,
Nix gets it out to Warner. Warner fakes, Jenkins drives, lays it up, and in, and he is fouled. Warner strikes. He's got 15 points, and the foul against Eberhard of Bellarmine. That'll be his second foul.
You got to guard him tight because he shoots that three so well. That time he just went right by us.
Evans and Hagan back in for Rockhurst, replacing Brown and Elwanger. Here is Caleb Warner. He missed 4 games with a suspension for a violation of team rules. They missed him while he was out. But he's back now and playing well. Free throw good. So he's got 16 points now, 64-56. Bellarmine with an 8-point lead. 11 has been their biggest. Coles out front to Troutman at the top right. Gives to Jenkins. Coming from the right wing. Now gets to Davis, left side. Beats Nix off the bounce, but Malachi recovers. Cut him off at the pass. Now Jenkins drives down the right of the lane. Missed the shot, but he's fouled. And he will go to the free throw line. Tyler looks like he's got a little extra pep in his step here tonight.
He's by far the quickest guy out there tonight. His first step is really beating Rockhurst. Whatever defender's trying to guard him, he's getting by him.
The foul was on Wilson, his fourth, and Jenkins at the line. Tyler has 13 points. And he missed the first. It's Bellarmine from the line here tonight, Mark. They
just missed 2, 11 out of 14.
Yeah, that's
3 now.
That's good. They're, again, 10th in the country in free throw percentage. And he missed another one. That's unusual for Tyler, who is an 81% shooter on the year. Bellarmine by 8. Rockhurst with the ball. Hagan hands to Warner, top of the circle. Right side to Nix, trying to go to Hagan. Off to Warner, left of the circle. Here's his 3. On the rim, no. Coles goes in, grabs the Bellarmine board. Races to the offensive end. Down the right of the lane. Now dishes to the left corner to Troutman. Doesn't shoot the 3. Out front to Davis. And now Jenkins off the circle right. Bounces to Eberhardt. Adam faces up, turns and banks the shot up. Left it short. And Evans boards for Rockhurst. Still 64-56 Bellarmine. Warner thought about the 3. They get it to Hagan, posting up down low. They collapse on him, strip him, and a foul call. It's on Bellarmine. It's on Coles, and that'll be his second. Mark, every time that ball goes to the block, 3 or 4 Bellarmine guys.
Yeah. Bo Braden's yelling, dig, 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 and there's 4 or 5 hands going in there after that ball.
Like sharks there in the water as Hagan hits the first free throw. That's Bellarmine's 7th team foul, so this is the one in bonus for Hagan, who has 9 points. Working his way back from a foot injury. If he ever gets back to where he can maybe play more minutes, maybe work his way back toward that starting lineup. He was averaging nearly 17 points a game. He missed the second free throw.
Yeah, he's pretty good in there, and Brown's pretty good in there. Both those guys can score.
64-57, Bellarmine by 7, 5.5 to play. And Davis.
Oh, man.
Nope, they call a foul instead. It's on Coles.
That's kind of a. They just both ran into each other. Oh, man, that's a tough call.
I thought for a moment they were going to call something on Davis, but here's a drive by Rockhurst and a layup put in by House. He now has 8 points, and it's 64-59.
Uh-oh, hold on. We could have a tee now.
Coach Davenport
here. It's getting ready.
Is upset. He and Al Davis are arguing. Now Doug Davenport is out there trying to act as a mediator with the official.
Well, they let the ball come in too quick. So what they're yelling about now.
And the official now is over here at the scorer's table. Bellarmine leads at 64-59. The official's too far away. I couldn't hear what he was saying. Bellarmine takes a 30-second timeout.
I can't believe he didn't call technical right there.
That'll cool everybody down. Maybe. Al Davis was upset too.
He got blocked out.
Yeah.
He got blocked out by the referee. They let the ball come in too quick, and Rockhurst gets a layup to the other end. But the call on Jarrett Coles was ridiculous. So him and whoever it was he ran into, I think it was Wilson, they just ran into each other. I mean, you can't call it foul on that. But they did.
And with 5:16 left, it'll be Bellarmine with the 5-point lead as the Knights dance team entertains here during the 30-second timeout.
Here he comes. The referee's going to come over and talk some more.
Yeah, the officials, by the way, again, are Coy Gammon, Ford Branch Jr., and Eric Brown.
Yeah, we've had all 3 of them. They're all 3 good referees.
Coach Davenport does not want to get teed up here, though, because the game is up for grabs here at this point.
Boy, it was that tee was up for grabs there 2 minutes ago.
64-59 Bellarmine. And Coach Davenport is still bending the ear.
We're talking about who's showing up who now. They're arguing about that.
Jarrett Coles with Bellarmine in possession after all of that.
Bellarmine needs the next little spurt here.
Here's Eberhardt working on Brown. takes it up inside, can't score, tips it up, doesn't go.
Wow.
And Hagan with the rebound for Rockhurst. And the Hawks here, a chance to eat into that lead once again. 64-59 Bellarmine. Right side, Nix with it on the wing. Out front to Evans, and he's fouled. Woo! Troutman got him, and Rusty all of a sudden has 4. And Bellarmine has been whistled for 9. And Evans, who thought that he had gotten some poor calls earlier in the game, now maybe he got
a break right there.
Got some benefit from it.
Especially compared to what Adam Everhart just went through down here on his 2 shots.
George Knott back in for Bellarmine, replacing Rusty Troutman. He will sit out until the under 4 timeout. Evans on the line. The free throw is good, so he has 5 points, and Rockhurst has cut this lead, which was 11, down to 4 at 64-60. Evans shooting for his 6th point. And it's off the back of the rim, and Eberhard with the rebound. That's another double-double for Adam, his 3rd of the season. 4:45 to go. Bellarmine by 4 and with the ball. Coles on the left wing. To Knott out front. And now to Jenkins at the top of the circle. To Coles off on the left side. Coles dumps it down low. Knott on the catch, left side. Pitches it out to Eberhard at the top. Right wing to Coles. 6 seconds to shoot. Coles, pass on the left side to Jenkins. Step back 3. Off the mark, not there. Rebound, fought for. Foul against Bellarmine.
Yep, on the back.
Who do they call that one on? Davis? No, Coles again. That's 4 on Coles. Troutman on the bench with 4.
It's an aggressive foul, but that was a bad foul because that puts Rockhurst on the line with the clock stopped.
Evans and Wilson have 4 fouls each for Rockhurst. And here is Undra Wilson on the free throw line for 2. And the first is good. He's a 76% foul shooter. Brent Bach replacing Jarrett Coles. 64-61. Rockhurst down 11 at one point.
Yeah, not too long ago. Seems like about 3 or 4 minutes ago, down 11.
Wilson hit the second one, 64-62, and now an elbowing foul.
On 3, I don't know if that's Al Davis.
It's on Davis. So that was after the missed free throw, or after the made free throw.
Oh, there went a bottle on the floor.
And the natives are getting a little restless here now. Students are back. They're in the end zone down to our right. We had the 2 free throws made by Wilson, and then right after that, there was the foul against Davis. So that had to happen almost before the ball was being thrown in. Now they're making an announcement not to throw anything on the floor, or else there will be a tee assessed on the Knights. Here's Evans on the line. He missed.
I've never
He'll get one more.
Never seen that happen in all the years I've been here.
Yeah, you don't want to see that happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen again.
64-62. Evans on the line. Bellarmine leads, and Evans missed them both. And Eberhard with a rebound for the Knights. That's his 11th board of the game. 4:15 to go. Bellarmine by 2. Bach on the left wing. Out front to Knott. Right side they go to Jenkins. Foul line extended. Jenkins, one bounce dribble. Out front Eberhard. Eberhard foul circle. Right side Davis for 3. He got it. Wow. Bullseye.
Might be the biggest shot of the year right there.
67-62. Bellarmine by 5. 3:53 to play in the game. Nix circles out to the right. Long range to Hagan at the right elbow. Hands to House, top of the circle. Right side to Nix. There's a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, we might not get through a possession now without a foul.
It's on Jenkins of Bellarmine. The foul on Tyler is his 3rd. And a timeout with 3:44 left. When we come back, it'll be free throws here for Rockhurst. They trail 67-62. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine basketball.
About sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, no matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place, until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
Back to Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Almost 4 minutes ago, Bellarmine led by 11. Now they lead by 5. They led by 11 with 7:30 to go. And at the line for Rockhurst will be Alex Hagan, who's 2 of 4 from the line and now 2 of 5 as he missed that one.
Wow. They're 10 out of 18 now from the free throw line.
That's big here. Hagan eyes it, puts it up. He missed another one. The rebound fought for, volleyballed around, and it's retrieved by Bellarmine. 4 misses in a row for Rockhurst from the charity stripe. Rusty Troutman back in for the Knights. He's got it now between the circles. Bellarmine with a 5-point lead. Eberhard to Davis, who hit the big 3 a moment ago. Al dribbles on the left wing, out high left to Troutman. Out high right to Bach now. Right side, Eberhard. He drives into the left corner to Troutman. Rusty's baseline shot rattles, doesn't stay. Eberhard tips it out. Jenkins saves it at the midcourt line to Bach. Crowd gives Jenkins a nice hand. 3:05 left. Bellarmine can work the shot clock here a little bit.
Need to get inside. We'll get a foul called if we get inside.
There's Davis driving to the basket. Missed the layup. Evans with the rebound. Gets it to Nix for Rockhurst. Nix to Evans. Right side, Nix again at the three-point line. Malachi drives in the paint, took a walk down the boardwalk.
Just get it inside. Get it inside to Adam Eberhard. We'll get a foul called because the refs are going to call a foul now.
The ball will belong to Bellarmine after the turnover. Rockhurst has had some chances here, but some missed free throws and now a key turnover, Mark.
Yeah.
Could spell doom for them, particularly if Bellarmine could score on this possession. 67-62, 2:40 to play. Jenkins on the right wing. Out to Troutman out front and now to Bach at the top left. Bach working toward the middle. Now to Eberhard right of the lane. Moves inside. Bounce past Jenkins left side to a cutting Eberhard. He scores and he's fouled.
Tyler Jenkins on a great pass down the baseline that time. Hit Adam right in the middle of the lane and easy shot for Eberhard to get it to go.
Eberhard with 16. He'll look for 17 at the line. And he has scored 12 in this half. Jarek Coles comes back in for Bellarmine, who now leads it by 7, 69-62. Eberhard has had some night. 14 points, or 17 points now, 12 rebounds and 6 assists.
Yeah, should have had that 7 assists a second ago. Al missed that wide open layup on him.
He's a legitimate threat someday maybe to come up with a triple-double. He's got that type of game. And especially in this offense that Bellarmine runs. Now, Rockhurst has got to hurry.
Oh!
And that's nearly an over and back. They say it was deflected. Nix at the top of the circle for Rockhurst. Stops and shoots a 3. He got it.
Big shot.
They won't go away. Rockhurst with a late flurry. Down by 5 now. 70-65. A minute 58 to go. Coles at the top right for Bellarmine. Hands it to Bach coming out from the right of the lane. And now to Jenkins. He now will back it out of there. Bellarmine will chew on the shot clock here. 10 seconds to shoot. Eberhard working one-on-one down the lane. Missed the layup, but he's fouled by Hagan.
Yeah, we're going to get that call. We're going to get it every time now because the refs they're calling everything. Adam Eberhard, tough man to guard one-on-one.
And we have a Hagan fouling out for Rockhurst with a minute 40. He leaves with 9 points. in his first game back since missing several games with a foot problem. Andrew Ellwanger will come back in for Rockhurst. I give the Hawks a lot of credit here. They have really battled hard on the road.
Yeah, they're going to beat some teams this year in this conference. There's no doubt about it.
I would think, too, at home they might be really tough.
I'm glad we don't have to make that 8-hour drive to Kansas City this year.
Eberhard with 17 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 free throws now. And the first is good. He's 5 of 6 from the line. He's nearly automatic, 88% on the year. 71-65, 2-possession game. This to make it 3, and he does so. Eberhard with 19, 72-65 Bellarmine. Nix letting the ball roll, picks it up as he crosses the midcourt line. Works off to the right at long range, guarded by Coles. A pass out front to Evans, left side to House. Desperation 3, back of the rim, no. Coles with a rebound for Bellarmine. Brings it up. Still in backcourt, gives to Davis. Al angles over the line to the right, guarded by Nix. 1:19 left. And let's see if Rockhurst elects to foul here. Drew Diener's looking at his chart. Bellarmine is content to let just Davis dribble the ball away. Rockhurst not fouling, and now there's a foul on Nix, who I think wanted to foul earlier to get the clock stopped.
Yeah, he kept looking at Diener to ask, but Diener decided not to, and then 15 seconds later he gets a touch foul.
Davis has 16 tonight for Bellarmine. Hit that big 3.
Yeah.
That gave Bellarmine from 64-62 mark up to 67.
Yeah, that's the biggest shot of the year so far by Al Davis.
Davis will shoot 2. And he left it way short. Rockhurst still needs the ball 3 times in 66 seconds.
Well, it can be done if
Rockhurst
don't hit some free throws.
Rockhurst takes a 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to remind you that, again, we'll have the Burkhead and Heating and Cooling Hot Player of the Game coming up during our post-game programming. That'll also include the stats courtesy of Pat's Steakhouse. We're not the best because we're the oldest. We're the oldest because we're the best. We urge you to visit patssteakhouse.com for more information. Well, William Jewell will be in here on Saturday. They played over at Southern Indiana tonight.
Not quite the squad that Rockhurst is, I don't believe, William Jewell this year.
No, they've lost 7. Well, if they lose tonight to Southern Indiana, that'll be, I think, 7 straight losses for them.
Which they probably will.
Yeah, well, Southern Indiana's undefeated.
Really yep.
Davis on the line. Has one more here. And he got that one down. 17 for Al Davis. 73-65. Rockhurst again needs this possession and 2 more. Nix out high right to Ellwanger to Warner. Drives down the left of the lane, and Jenkins fouled him.
Yeah, it's just everything. Breathing fouls is going to get called now.
And Bellarmine wants to obviously guard well, but they don't want to foul and put Rockhurst on the line.
But that's not a foul, in a normal game. Referees are just trying to get control of the game, and everything's a foul now.
Caleb Warner will have 2, and that's another miss. That is 5 straight.
5 in a row.
That Rockhurst has missed. Boy, put those on the board and see what we'd have right now.
We're a 1-possession game.
Warner, second one.
6 in a row.
And he spun it out.
That's
1 minute
a good
left.
Shooter.
Yeah, Warner's a 79% foul shooter. Eberhard loops a pass to Davis, and he's fouled by House. That's 3 on House. Bellarmine leads by 8, 73-65.
Boy, Al almost didn't don't go after that one, and it almost got picked off for a layup the other way.
Davis has 17 points. The lefty out of Colorado Springs averages 13 a game, and he missed that one. Also 4.5 assists per game.
17 out of 23 for Bellarmine from the line.
Al has 2 assists tonight. Davis taking his time, puts it up, and missed it. It's gone contagious, but Coles comes in to tie up for the rebound with Ellwanger, and Ellwanger commits a foul.
Wow. Jarrett Coles with a big rebound that time. I thought they were just going to call a jump ball, but
it looked to me like both guys had the ball, and not a foul was committed there.
Tough call.
Drew Diener has, again, that kind of sarcastic smirk on his face. The Rockhurst coach. Coles hit the first free throw. So now Jarek has 8 points. 74-65, Bellarmine.
Yeah, I mean, Rockhurst has played plenty well enough to win this game. They're 10 out of 21 from the free throw line.
Free throw by Coles, perfect. Jarek with 9, and Bellarmine inches up to 10 points again, 75-65. Ellwanger, right side to Warner. His three is no good, and would you believe there's a foul again on a three-point shot?
Tyler.
Tyler Jenkins has just fouled out, and that's the third time Bellarmine has fouled a Rockhurst player shooting a three. The first 2 times they made it, but missed the opportunity for the 4-point play. Now Warner will get 3 shots with 46 seconds to play. Jenkins fouls out with 13 points. Bellarmine has a little bit of time to get a sub in. Both teams have gone to their bench here. Well, Mark, for a GLVC opener, we've been entertained here tonight.
It's going to be a lot of tough ones from here on out. There's plenty of teams that are better than Rockhurst in this league.
George Knott comes in for Bellarmine, replacing Jenkins. Warner will shoot 3. He's 3 of 6 from the line. Let's see if they can break this string here of 6 straight misses. 75-65, Bellarmine. Here's the first. He got it. So that's 17 for Warner. He averages 15. 75-66. Warner's second, and he's short. So they've missed 7 out of 8. 75-66, Bellarmine, with 46 seconds to play. Free throw on the way. Perfect. So Warner hits 2 out of 3. He's got 18. 75-67. Eberhard fires it into Davis. Now to Troutman in backcourt to Coles. Still in backcourt, and he's fouled there by Nix.
Full court press that time, man-to-man by Rockhurst. Bellarmine a little trouble getting it in, but finally does, and Jarrett just gets grabbed.
75-67, 8-point lead, Bellarmine. Coles will be on the stripe. He'll have 2. And the first is good. So Jarrett Coles all of a sudden is in double figures.
Yeah, just another solid game by Jarrett. He's
maybe his season high. He had 9 against Saginaw Valley, 7 against Northwood, 7 against Alabama Huntsville. Averages 5 a game. He missed the second free throw.
Darn it.
76-67, 37 seconds to play. Left sideline to Evans, working into the lane. Pass into the right corner for Lowen, intended for Lowen, and deflected by Bellarmine. It goes out of bounds.
Bellarmine 20 out of 20 made free throws out of 28, and they missed all 8 of those this second half.
And now Rockhurst calls a full timeout. Let's take a break with 32 seconds to play. Bellarmine 76, Rockhurst 67. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Glenn Edlin, owner of Edlin and Edlin.
With 32 seconds to play, Bellarmine leads Rockhurst 76-67. Doug Orme and Mark Bugg here at Knights Hall. It'll be Rockhurst ball. And Ellwanger gets it into Warner. His three from the right side. Got it. Warner hits another three, his fourth of the game. And he now has 21 points, 76-70. It's a two-possession game. Eberhard looking. He throws it long. Up ahead to Coles. He drives and lays it in.
That should do it. Good pass there by Adam Eberhard.
12 points for Coles, his season high. Here's a drive by Evans, but a foul against Eberhard, who reached in and stops the clock with 23 seconds to go.
You should know that. Everything's a foul. Everything's been a foul the last 6-7 minutes.
Welcome to the game that may never end.
Well, it's just they lost control there for a minute, so the way to get it back is call everything, and that's what they've done.
Evans will be on the line for two. And he missed it. Boy, Rockhurst will be practicing free throws tomorrow.
12 out of 25 for the Hawks.
They have missed, I believe, 8 of their last 10 or 9 of their last 11.
They had only missed 2 at halftime, so they've missed 10 this half.
Evans at the line. He got that one off the front rim, bounced it in there. He's got 6 points, 78-71. Davis gets it into Coles. He's double-teamed, and he called a timeout.
Yep.
With 21 seconds to play. We mentioned Jarrett Coles with the 12 points. That is a career high for him. He had 10 against Ohio Valley earlier this season, the night before Thanksgiving. Jarrett is, Mark, I think, really played well this season. Over the last 6 games, he had 21 assists and only 5 turnovers. And for a while, he and Al Davis were tied for the conference lead in assist-to-turnover ratio. Al now is in second place in that category, but it's very comforting to have 2 ball handlers like those two.
Three more assists for Jarrett tonight with only 1 turnover. So I mean, he's just rock solid with the ball.
I could see him next year moving into the starting lineup as to replace Al Davis as a point guard here at Bellarmine.
Yep.
Eberhard baseline to throw it in, and a whistle. They call a foul before the pass actually got in, and the foul is against Lowen. That's his second.
Good crowd here tonight for a weekday and a snowy night and a very, very cold night. Got about probably 300-400 students are back up there in the end zone where they belong.
Davis on the line. Al with 17 will have 2. He's just 1 of 4 from the line. Hit that one. So Davis with 18 points. Al Davis's career high, 23. Got that against Florida Southern over in the Small College Hall of Fame tournament way back in November. Davis's second shot, perfect. So Al now with 19, 80-71, and now the ball got knocked away by Coles. And with 20 and a half seconds left,
Jarrett playing that one-man full-court press.
Wants to.
Almost got away with it.
Almost came up with a steal. Nix for Rockhurst. Drives the lane. Underhand scoop. No. Ooh. And they call a charge. Didn't they? Against Nix?
Yeah, Al Davis took it.
Nix with his 4th foul. 15 seconds to go.
You're right. It is the game that won't end. We've got still another foul coming up here before this one's over.
Davis looking to inbound. He does to Eberhard in backcourt. Adam brings it up, bounces it ahead to Davis. Yeah. Rockhurst may not foul.
Diener's called off the dog.
Yeah, it's smart play. Davis just dribbles it out along the far sideline. And Drew Diener walks down and shakes hands with Scott Davenport. Rockhurst battled hard tonight, but Bellarmine prevails at home, 80-71. The Knights improved to 11-2 on the year, 3-0 in the GLVC. Rockhurst sees their 4-game winning streak go by the boards. They're now 7-5 and 1-3 in conference play. We'll see if we can visit with someone, although the players have immediately headed to the locker room. And here comes Jarrett Coles, who finished up with 12 points. And we'll get him to chat with us here for a little bit. Let him get the headset comfortable. Jarrett, congratulations on the victory. And this one was tough, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely tough. It was definitely tough.
What made them difficult to play against?
Teams just have their night. But even as close as the score was, I think this was a great game for us because we all stuck through adversity. And that says a lot about, where we're going. So.
Yeah, you need a lot of adversity because the games are going to be tough in this conference, and you guys responded to the adversity. Missed some free throws that you normally don't miss, but other than that, played pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we just gotta keep working,
It was 64-62 when Al hit the three. That came
huge three.
That came with 3:44 left, gave you guys a 5-point lead. Fortunately for Bellarmine, Rockhurst did not take advantage at the free throw line late, but how big of a shot was that from Al, and do you expect that from a guy like him?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he hits it during practice all the time, so I can only expect for him to hit it during the games. Yeah, it was a big three for us.
Because of the conference game and situation, I think it's the biggest shot of the year so far.
Definitely. Yes, sir.
Three assists, only one turnover. You're rock solid with the basketball.
I appreciate it. Just trying to do my part. That's it.
12 points, that's a career high. You found a little bit of offense, hit some free throws, 5 out of 6 and 3 of 6 from the field. Do you feel like your shot is coming around a little?
Yeah, my confidence is getting a little bit better. I've been in the gym getting a lot of shots up, so hopefully, I'll keep on shooting and making shots.
Played against a team with a lot of size, and you out-rebounded them 14. That's pretty solid.
Yes, I think it's just an effort thing, Yeah.
You have short preparation. You guys are used to that with conference play, but for the folks listening, you have one day to prepare for William Jewell. How difficult of a task is that to get ready on such short notice?
It's not too difficult. We had 3 very great days of practice, and I think those also count as practice, going into the William and Jewell game as well. We just got to be prepared and be focused. I think we'll be fine.
Jarek, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Congratulations. Talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
That's Jarek Coles as Bellarmine wins tonight by the count of 80-71. And again, improved to 3-0 in the GLVC and 11-2 overall. We'll come back, get to our post game. Stay with us. The Burkhead Heating and Cooling Hot Player of the game will be announced shortly as well. That's all to come here on the Bellarmine University Basketball Network, courtesy of the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.